I have some hot off the press breaking news about Stack, which is going to be built here on Strawberry Place behind the Gallagher end. It's coming up. Welcome back, it's Eddie here from Tyneside Life, and it's Monday and I'm still, I think, coming down from that amazing victory against the Mackhams at the Stadium of Light in the third round of the FA Cup. Now, I had loads of comments on some of my videos kind of suggesting, well, look, you've spent tons of money, you're a Premier League, Champions League squad playing against a Championship side, of course you should have won. I don't know how these people end up watching football channels, because if football was that simple, it would be boring. The FA Cup, of course, is famous for giant killings, and you have to put this result into context with the build-up for us, with this horrific run of injuries. Getting beat 7 out of our last 8 games, the confidence being low, a team that just looks like it's running out of steam. But it's been a derby, we haven't had one since 2016, and we hadn't won one for 7 games, getting beat 6 in a row. An FA Cup match at that and away at the Stadium of Light. For me, it was almost 50-50 going into that game. It was an absolutely crucial game for Newcastle United to win, and of course, we took the game to Sunland from the start and comfortably won 3-0. Some claim, look, they gifted us 2 goals and a penalty. If it wasn't for our high pressing and the intensity of our game, Sunland wouldn't have been forced into those errors. That victory was well and truly deserved. So I've done 4 videos in relation to the Sunland Newcastle match. The first of all, I was at the Strawberry just up there the other night, being interviewed by Mike Bushell from the BBC. I also talked quite a bit about Eddie Howe in that context. I was down here first thing on Saturday morning about 7:30 to make sure I captured history with the first bus and the first fans getting on that bus to leave St James's Park, which was 8:35 in the morning. I've got some cracking footage that I don't think you're going to see anywhere else. I forgot, and then I was also down at the Stadium of Light on Thursday interviewing a couple of Sunland YouTubers. Got a bit of a heckling abuse from a passing Mackham fan whilst all that was going on. But I think you'll find the pre-match analysis and thoughts fascinating if you haven't done it, check it out. And of course, match day, Helen and I were in freight, whereby we watched the match. Brilliant atmosphere, absolutely jumping in there, and quite some emotional reactions afterwards and my thoughts on that match. So if you haven't seen those, check them out. Anywho, back to Stack, and for all of those who have just joined the channel, new viewers, new subscribers who perhaps don't understand what Stack is or what its relevance is to Newcastle United. First of all, I do a channel that covers basically football, Newcastle United mainly, but also history and culture of Newcastle in the Tyneside area, and sometimes I kind of tie it all up into the same sort of package. So Stack is a social environment where you can get drinks and food, but it's made out of shipping containers. There's a few, certainly in the northeast. I'm not sure about the rest of the country. We had one in Pilgrim Street next to the Metro until last year, which was taken down. Now, Newcastle United bought the lease back on this land behind me here. It's called Strawberry Place, back in February from some private developers, so they could have a think about how they want to utilise the land in terms of possible expansion of St James's Park, etc. Now, they entered into an agreement with Stack from Daniele Holdings, the manager, the boss of that whole operation is called Neil Winch, and they've entered into an agreement so that Stack could be here for 3 years minimum for the time being, in partnership with Seller, our shirt sponsors, to provide a fan zone area on match days, but also a social environment that anybody can use any day of the week. And it's going to be 2 stories high, 3 in parts, I believe, a central stage area. It's going to have 6 bars, 10 food vendors, and on match day it's going to be absolutely buzzing in there. It's also working in partnership with the Newcastle United Foundation, just up the road there, or just off Barrack Road, who have a programme called Newcastle United Futures, whereby they help young people who perhaps need a bit of a bunk up to put them on the ladder for employment. So Stack is going to provide lots of opportunities for employment. About 150 staff, full and part-time, will end up working here, but also other economic opportunities for businesses, private and otherwise, to be part of the Stack operation, vendors and supply chains and the like. So all in all, it's a really exciting operation. Now, I have been keeping up to date with what's been going on because some people thought it might have been open by Christmas. There was never in a million years was it going to be open by Christmas. I had a chat with Neil Winch, the boss, quite a few weeks ago. He said the enabling work should have started beginning of November, with the main part of the work starting round about now to be open for April time. Now, there's clearly been some slippage in that for reasons I don't know, but I've just come into town today just by complete chance. I come, as I do, I come to check if there's any update on what's going on. There was 3 kind of important looking gentlemen with high vis and clipboards having a chat just by the fence where I am now, so I just went up and I asked. I says, you know, what's the crack with Fanzone, when's it opening? And they said, well, it's probably going to be June at the earliest. That's a breaking news. It's not going to be open by the end of this season. They did say there's been some delays to getting this off the ground. They didn't go into detail, so I don't know what the hold-ups have been, but Stack here in Strawberry Place will not be open before the end of the season, according to the guys who are running this project. They're hoping to have it open by the beginning of next season, which is usually about first, second week of August or so. So there you go. Bit disappointing, I know. We were all hoping that this was going to be open by the end of the season, but it's not. And if I get any other news, of course, I'll keep you updated. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below about what you think about the whole Stack Fanzone area behind me here, and any other thoughts you want to give us about the match on Saturday. And of course, we've got Man City 5:30 kickoff, I think it is, on Saturday the 13th, and of course we'll be buzzing, full of confidence after that, and I'm sure we're going to stuff Man City. Anywho, till next time, catch you later.